Good evening, Lake Orion. Hope you're all well and enjoying this. It's warmer out. It's warmer out. My name's Ian Witherspoon. I'm the host, and I am Between Taorminas. Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody's doing well. Baseball season's here.
Yep.
Aren't you delighted?
Got masters.
What are those?
The masters.
You got your master's degree?
The
In
golf.
what?
Jason Spieth.
Jason Spieth winning
Jason
the Masters.
Spieth. That must be the brother of Jordan Spieth, the guy that won the Masters.
He won the Masters. He tied Tiger Woods' all-time low-scoring record.
And how old is that young man?
21 years old.
21 years old.
Man, oh man.
Isn't that great?
There's
I
no
think
way.
9 million, I think, was the grand
There's
prize.
no way.
I think he won 9 million.
There's no way we're going to start with the Masters, though. When you had a week of Tigers baseball and they went 6-0, they're 6-1 now.
Not 6-1.
We're not starting with golf.
Golf's a good sport for you.
It's a fine sport.
Golf is a great
Baseball's
sport.
better.
Yeah.
Baseball's
Golf is a
better.
good sport.
Baseball's better.
Golf is
So let's talk Tigers. Let's talk opening day 2015, which, by the way, I got this shirt from a very nice man walking around, had a whole backpack full of them. $10, not bad. All right. So, did you guys watch opening day?
Yes, it did.
That was a fun
But my
game to
TV
watch.
broke.
Your TV broke.
It didn't work. Had to get it fixed.
Did you get it fixed?
Actually got it fixed. It was bad modem.
Bad modem?
Yep.
Never heard of such a thing.
It's like if you have AT&T first.
Okay. So what are our impressions after a week in the books from the Tigers?
You know, when I look at the Tigers, looks like lost to Pittsburgh today. That's a little concerning.
It's one loss.
You know, but
It was against a great pitcher on their opening day. It was
Garrett
one
Cole
loss.
is their
Come on!
Garrett Cole's a good pitcher.
He's a good pitcher. It was their opening day. They lost by 1 run. Are you that concerned?
Absolutely, I've got to be concerned because now you got to look at Kansas City's still sick. Kansas City's still undefeated. You know,
Who did they play? They play today?
I think they do play today.
We'll check that during the break.
We'll check it during the break. But they swept Anaheim. They swept
That's
them.
pretty big.
That's pretty big. And then they
In Anaheim.
Yep, in Anaheim. That's huge. I look at the Royals. This Royals team is going to threaten the Tigers all year long. And you look at
It's going to be an epic battle.
When I look at the Tigers, you know, they got to be perfect. You know what I mean? They got to have good bullpen. They got to have a good They got to have good starting pitching. I don't know if the starting pitching is going to carry them throughout the rest of the regular season.
I was impressed with Tigers' offense. Really impressed with Tigers' offense. You look at chemistry. You know, Rod Allen did a perfect viewpoint of Miguel Cabrera. So did Mariano Pemba. That Miguel Cabrera is like your center on the basketball team. The whole team is built around Miguel Cabrera. You add players. You know, the core is Miguel, Victor, but also Kinsler. And then you've got J.D. Martinez, you've got Cespedes. Cespedes has proven to be a very, very good addition to this team. I think is it Goetz? It was Goetz?
Goes.
Excuse me. But he was very impressive. And, you know, him and Rajay Davis going to compete with each other every day. That's a great thing. And then, you know, Castellanos and Romine, even though Romine didn't get the production hitting-wise, Josh McCann's doing, you know, some great things. I mean, you look at the Tigers offensively. I would say that's the most impressive. Is the most impressive offensively against 2 division rivals, the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Very impressive outing at Cleveland. Kansas City hasn't. Yeah, they played Chicago, but you know, Kansas City. You know, the Tigers beat 2 division rivals. The Royals only beat 1. So even though the Royals did beat the Angels, but I would say the Tigers are.
Right now.
I would say the Tigers are a little more. Or I would say the Tigers wins are much more impressive than the Royals. because the White Sox we're beginning to see a little bit of overrate. But as I've said before, and I've said this for years, it's talking about winning series. Tigers have won 2 series so far, and they got the White Sox after Pittsburgh.
When you look at the Royals, they have a pretty darn good lineup too.
Yes, they do.
Not only can they play defense,
Yep.
not only do they have a lockdown bullpen, but these younger guys are starting to hit.
Yep. Hosmer, Moustakas,
Lorenzo Cain. They added Alex Rios.
Rios,
They
yep.
got, what's that other guy's name? DH, switch hitter.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Kendry Morales.
Kendry Morales, yeah, that's the one.
They've got a nice lineup.
They do.
They've got a great defense.
Yeah.
That's where I'm enjoying this Tigers team. Their defense, because
Soros being the closer, which helps things.
that helps things. But when these guys can pitch with some confidence, David Price, you saw on opening day, he pitched with confidence, knowing that his
I
defense
still think
was
this team
behind
needs
him.
Verlander back. I really do.
Well,
because
no,
he is
that
gonna
will
come
not-
Sanchez did not fare well today.
It's against Pittsburgh.
You got to look at if this lineup, if you can get Price, Verlander, Sanchez all pitching consistently, and Sean Green is giving Shane Green's giving you. I don't trust Alfredo Simon.
He'll be in the bullpen real soon.
Yeah,
Is my opinion.
yeah, I think so too. But Kyle Osteen, I thought yesterday against Cleveland did not look good. I thought he only pitched 5 innings. He gave up a couple runs, but I still think this team needs another starter.
Think so?
I still think they need another starter.
Somebody replace Simon or
Right.
Simone.
I don't
or
trust
whatever.
Simon. I just don't trust Simon. I really don't.
I think that if the Tigers keep doing this offensively, great things are going to happen with this team.
Do they need a bullpen if they keep scoring 8 runs a game?
No.
If their pitchers are pitching high amounts of innings, then yes. And I think we saw that.
Well, the pitch count, it all depends with the pitch count, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Teams are starting to become patient. Look at what happened with David Price on Saturday against Cleveland. He ended up going only 6 innings because Cleveland got him pitched a high pitch count, and that's what happened.
The Tigers took advantage of Cleveland's bullpen to the max.
Cleveland's bullpen, I think, is more overrated.
Cleveland's
than the Tigers.
bullpen's probably worse than the Tigers, and that's saying something.
I heard a stat. I was listening to the game on Sunday. Did you know, according to Dan Dickerson, I haven't checked the stats myself, Cleveland had a better bullpen than Kansas City last year? By the numbers. Is that a little bit astounding? I was surprised to hear that, but I trust Dan Dickerson.
Yeah, but
So, I mean, they did have a good bullpen. Tigers have had their way with Cleveland past several years.
well, Cleveland's got a veteran bullpen.
Cleveland's got an
for good
older
start.
bullpen. There's no young guns in that bullpen.
And they've racked up Cody Allen pretty bad.
Yep.
I mean, let's look at the situation with the Tigers, with Cleveland. I think if you look at the situation, Tigers have a lot more younger arms than Cleveland. Cleveland's got a lot of veteran arms in that bullpen. I mean, Sean Markham yesterday, of course, he pitched about 60, 70 pitches last night. So that just tells you a lot about this team.
Right.
I know the Tigers, I don't think they play tomorrow. Do they play tomorrow?
They do.
They do.
Okay.
They don't play on Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay.
So there's some good early tests. The one thing about this season is it's all Central Division opponents. You got the Pittsburgh, you got the Yankees coming up next week, but we see Chicago, we see the Twins, we see Cleveland, we see Kansas City a lot. So this is going to really determine,
This will go, because if you look at last year, the Tigers did have a lot of success against the Central, but they didn't have success against a lot of the other teams, and that's why it went the way that it went in the Central Division. But the Tigers got to keep winning those games against the Central, and they got to do respectful against the East and against the West.
And boy, oh boy, I can't wait till we play Kansas City.
That's April 30th.
Because they're gunning for us.
Oh, yeah.
And I know them Tigers aren't going to let it,
Tigers are still the
Kansas City
class.
walk all
The
over.
Tigers are still the class of the AL Central.
First game, Coffee
got-
Stadium.
Tigers are still the class of the AL Central. And I said this before. If you're going to win the Central, you got to beat the Tigers.
Amen, brother. How about JD? Another home run today.
Yep.
How about that?
He's hot.
He's hot.
Hot right now.
He's good. All right. When we come back, we're going to discuss something.
Hi guys, I'm Brittany. And I'm Leanne from Talk Juicy. Be sure to tune into our show. Yes, for the latest on fashion, celebrity gossip, and girl talk. Tune in Wednesdays nights at 6:30 p.m.
and Friday nights at 9 p.m.
on Comcast Channel 10
and AT&T Uverse Channel 99. And remember, always speak your truth
and talk juicy.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk now about golf.
Yep, golf.
Golf.
Yes.
We're going to talk about golf.
Yes.
Let's see. I think that's Jordan Spieth calling for. Nope, that's somebody else. We had an interview set up with Jordan. He should be calling in soon.
Yes.
The winner of the Masters, 21-year-old Texan.
Yep. From Dallas.
Who, from Thursday on, just ran with that thing.
He was unbelievable. If you look at how he putted, it was just, you looked at how his game was just, I mean, that does not happen in the Masters. The Masters, it's the biggest event in golf.
There's always drama. There was no drama. Because he eliminated the drama.
The lowest score, he had 54 after the weekend, heading in the weekend. That's unbelievable. Look at what he's done. Look what he's done. I mean, this is a guy that tied Tiger Woods to win the Masters. And to beat guys like Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, Rory McIlroy, I mean, it's incredible. And, of course, here's a guy, let's remember, last year lost to Bubba Watson on a playoff. That was stunning, to say the least. And he was in that, and he used that loss to Bubba Watson to motivate himself and shoot probably one of the most legendary scores in Masters history. And he's wearing a green jacket today because of it.
It's special because his sister, he has a younger sister who is special needs. And she would always ask him, did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? And he told her no, that he wasn't able to get it, but he'll get it next time. Now I can finally tell her, yes, he finally got the job done. I think that story was one of the more incredible storylines there was at the Masters, because, I mean, this is a 21-year-old kid. 20-year-old kid goes in, plays against the best in the world, and you end up not only winning the Masters, which is golf's greatest game, but you're ending up going against some of the best in the business, and his name stands with the greatest golfers of all time.
You know, there were some times that he did not look good. You know what I mean? There were times he was up by 3 strokes. You know what I mean? Of course, he needed that on 17 just to, the third day of the tournament, just to save his skin. You know what I mean? To keep that stroke, keep that lead intact. You know, that third. I mean, like, it looked like he was going to falter. You know what I mean? Instead, he has a 4-stroke lead heading the final day. I thought personally, if he did not get that, if he parred or even bogeyed on that hole on 17, he would have been in so much trouble because he had Phil making a charge, you had Rory making a charge, even Tiger Woods made a charge until he hit a 73 in the final round. You know,
didn't he hurt his wrist on 9?
He hurt his wrist on 9. Yeah, I was shocked.
Justin Rose.
Yeah, Justin Rose played.
Didn't he get second?
No, he tied second with Lefty. I mean, You look at Justin Rose, I thought he had a chance. I really did. I mean, but he struggled late, and I guess, he faltered late, ended up giving it Spike the Masters title.
Moving forward, because he's only 21, is this, you got right now Rory is probably golf's biggest star. Mm-hmm. Now that Tiger's kind of faded. Mm-hmm. Rory's still pretty young. Mm-hmm. Is Jordan going to compete with Rory for golf's number 1?
You know what?
Can you see that?
I can see a rivalry happening. Because remember, you have Tiger versus Phil. You had some classical rivalries in golf. You had Greg Norman. I mean, like, you've had Ernie Els, who was a very good golfer. I could see Rory versus Justin. I think Jordan, you know that thing? It could be a good rivalry. I mean, like, I think Spice got to win more. You know, I mean, Rory's proven he can win. He can win it, you know. I mean, do I think he can win a Grand Slam right now? Heavens, no. I still think that it'll take a while before anybody can win golf's Grand Slam. You know what I mean? If we win all 4 majors, like he won the Masters, the U.S. Open, the PGA Championship, and the British Open.
Didn't Tiger do that?
Yeah, Tiger Woods was the last one that did it.
Do we see anybody playing right now that you think could do it?
Oh, absolutely.
Like this year? Well, not this year.
Not this year.
If you don't think Jordan can
I
do it,
can see
obviously.
Rory McIlroy doing it. I can see
Really?
Rory doing it. I can also see Lefty doing it. You know what I mean? You know, Phil Mickelson.
You think he's still got it in him?
I think he still got it in him.
You
because-
think Phil's still got it in him
Yes,
to
I
win
still think-
4 majors?
Yeah, Phil can win. Phil has still got it because you look at what Phil Mickelson's done in his career. He's had a lot of failures, a lot of second places. You know, he finally broke through at the Masters. He won a green jacket a couple years ago. I mean, he's won a PGA Championship. You know what I mean? I think Phil Mickelson's got what it takes to do it, but I think right now the best person to be involved right now, to have the best shot at right now, is Rory McIlroy.
How do you see him the rest of the year? You see Rory, you see him, you know,
I can see him win.
taking the loss of the Masters as motivation?
Yeah.
Because he did okay. He didn't play that well.
Okay, it's just I just think when you look at it, I just think Rory. I can see Rory winning the British Open. I can also see him winning the PGA title. You know what I mean? I can see him winning even the quote FedEx Cup. You know what I mean? I can see it happening.
And what's going to get so Tiger for golf was great for a lot of years. A lot of viewership, brought in younger crowd. We're probably watching golf or caring about golf because of Tiger.
Right.
Does Jordan have that appeal to you?
No.
No?
Not being mean to the young man, but I think that this was just I mean, I don't see him being consistently good.
Really?
I mean, he's got to be, to
Even
be
though as a
successful.
20-year-old, he finished second in a playoff in the Masters.
Yep.
This year he wins it in dominating fashion. You don't
I
think
think-
this guy's got staying power?
I think that to be honest with you have to be consistent. And
Right.
he has not, to be honest with you, he says winning is in his blood. Every 20-year-old is going to say that. Every 19, 20-year-old
You're a wise
that's kind
old
of
man,
a bit
aren't you?
that's kind of a bit narcissistic in that approach. Got to be humble. I think he was very humble.
Sure.
But as I said, I mean, when you look at, I mean, it's like you're saying that you're going to. It's like Kentucky saying they're going to win the NCAA championship. That's a little bit more premature. I mean,
Oops, they lost to Wisconsin.
Oops.
same thing.
Oops.
So, okay. Well, I guess my only thing with golf is
Ian's favorite sport.
it's very enjoyable to play.
It's
And
good to
watch.
watch. too.
There's got to be some dramatics. There's got to be some drama. To get the viewership, people like drama. Do you think that hurt yesterday with the Masters? There was no drama on Sunday?
I think
Normally
it
we're
did.
used to annual drama
I think
on
it
Sunday.
did because I think it did because you look at what happened there. It was like total annihilation. I think it hurt viewership. But I think it would have been perfect drama if to see this kid fail, and he didn't fail. He succeeded and won.
Right.
I think that maybe you need one of those years where there's not a lot of drama.
Just somebody sweeping the floor, take care of business. It could be Jordan. We'll see what happens.
See?
All right. Anything else on golf you want to touch on?
Nope. I guess I still miss the perfect music of golf. The Masters.
Oh, man.
The Masters.
Maybe we can close the show with Masters music. All right. When we come back, we're going to discuss other things.
Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now. In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV.
Hello, Lake Orion and Oakland County. This is Sammy Taormina here, talking a new show here called OA Now. We're going to talk about sports from football to basketball to volleyball to track and field to soccer, cross country, etc. here on OA Now on ONTV.
Hello and welcome back. Guys, I want to bring something up to you. It's not college basketball season. College basketball is over.
Hey, dude.
I hear you. I hear you. But there's a local team that's doing something I find fascinating. It's our alma mater, actually. Have we seen their new court?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't you boys tell us about the new court? What they're calling
They they voted on it online. It was they voted on it. They ultimately voted to have a black top basketball court. I think that it was very, very. It's very attractive, very unique.
Mm-hmm. Is there another black top in college basketball? I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
Oregon has a weird basketball court.
The trees and all that.
Yeah, the trees. That's weird.
You like the black top though.
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna stop by and take a look at it for myself, but I mean, the pictures look nice and everything like that. So I mean, I'll have to check it out for myself before I make
a final judgment.
Yeah.
It's a nice court. I mean, like, I looked at the pictures of it. I kind of like it because, like, I kind of wish that the out-of-bounds sidelines could have been decked maybe in gold.
They're just wood color, right?
Yeah, but there's like a wood color. You know, I guess they probably, if they want to do like a black top, you know, they did it like that. I just wish they could have did like something with the, they probably could repaint the rims a little bit.
They can't do the rims. It's against NCAA.
No, they can't do the rims, but they can do like the over edges. You know what I mean? Of the
It's against NCAA
backboard.
Backboards and all that. Is it still against NCAA rules? Oh, it's terrible. But it's a nice thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to attract recruiters. Going to attract players to come to Oakland. It's going to attract.
So.
You know, Oakland's got a strong recruiting class coming in.
I hope
a lot of
so.
transfers coming in. You know, but
yeah, I know that.
I just think personally, when you look at that court, I think that court's going to be huge. When you look at it, attracting players, bringing them into the university.
You know, they're discussing a name change of the arena.
What was it? What was it?
I don't know. I heard Campy talk recently, and he said there might be a name change.
Time to speak to Camps about that one.
You in favor of that, or no? Keep it the O Arena?
If they change the name of the arena, it should be named for Greg Campy. If they change the name of the arena,
Campy's court.
it should be his court. I mean, he
Been there for 30 years. You know what I mean?
He'd been there 30 years. You just
500 game winner.
500 game winner. Yeah.
More
That's
than
pretty
that, yeah.
remarkable. All right. Well, I thought that was cool. I think it's cool. I think kids will think it's cool.
Oh, yes.
I think they'll embrace the black top mentality. You know, little
Oh, yeah.
street ball.
Yeah.
Get up and run.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's cool. But let's talk about the playoffs in hockey. I'm sorry you guys can't talk about your teams, per usual, but we can talk about the local team, the team the rest of us all love, and that's the Red Wings. And they have a tough matchup. They got a tough draw with the Lightning.
Points not getting in the playoffs? That's sad.
Well,
It's terrible.
because you're
Well,
the Stars.
I got Tampa Bay winning that game in about 5 games. Detroit's got no goaltending. Their goaltending's not good. They're sporadic. Mike Babcock's gone after this year. He's going to Toronto. I'm going to tell you why. Because one, Tampa Bay got a good offense. They score in bunches. End of the day, they're going to be too much for Detroit. Detroit's got no chance against Tampa Bay. None. 5 games.
As stupid as this may sound, I'm actually going to go with an upset. I'm going to say Wings in 5.
Wings in
Wings in
5.
5. Why?
Whoa, we're still playing a 7-game series here, right?
Why? It's simple. Because the Wings have experience in this situation.
Correct.
Tampa does not have experience in this environment. This is a whole new environment for Tampa. Doesn't matter if they have Steve Yzerman.
I know fans are going to be a huge factor.
Playoff hockey is a little different.
Oh, I know. And the Wings have experience in it.
And they play more of that style.
But I do think Babcock does leave at the end of the season. He does go to Toronto. More money, more power, more influence.
I tend to agree with you. I don't want to see him go, but I think he's gone.
I'd like to see him go. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Anyways,
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Unless
Anyways.
unless they make a trade like for Mike Babcock for Diao Phaneuf.
I would puke.
No.
Why would you puke?
I would puke. If they traded Babcock for that guy,
Yeah, possible.
barf. All right, so you got him in 5. You got the Lightning in 5.
Yep.
I find it very interesting. Both
What
of
did
them.
Ian have?
I got the Lightning in 6.
Yep.
The Lightning are pretty good.
Yes, yeah.
The Wings have struggled.
Against Tampa.
They have struggled a lot against everybody lately.
Yep. They
The
have
old,
not had a good March, not good April.
True. The only thing I like about this Wings team, well, not the only thing. One thing I like to help the Wings' chances, you got to play a lot of close games. You know, that's what the playoffs are all about. Close
I
games,
wonder if the Wings have gotten stale.
limited scoring.
Yep.
Ian, do you ever think the Wings got stale?
I don't know what the Wings
I
got.
think it is. They're stale.
The message is stale. What's stale?
The talent they have, it's stale. People are just so used to seeing them, and it's just, people are just sick of seeing them. I know. People are just so sick. I mean, people know what
Well,
they
like
play.
the product, you know what I mean?
People
I'm
know what
saying
they
it's the
play. People
product.
know what they. People know what they play. People know who are the top scorers are, who the goaltenders are. I mean,
It's the
it gets
product,
stale.
you know what I mean? It's
a
product
product.
on the field. Maybe you look at it and maybe it's time to change.
Change what?
It's time to
They're
change.
young.
They're not young.
They're not
They're
young.
pretty young.
They're not young.
They're pretty young.
Not young.
Who do you think would coach next year for Detroit?
Blaszczal or whatever his name is at Grand
Blaszczal?
Rapids.
Yeah, they'll also be in the playoffs next year for sure. Yeah, they will be.
How long have you been doing this show? Years.
Almost 4 years.
I've heard that once or twice from you.
They're going to make the playoffs next year.
Have they made the playoffs since we've had this show?
Yes, they have last year.
Oh, yeah. Brother. Round 1 exit.
I blame the Alliance led by Bill Reese and his friends Bob Bridges, Bob Dowd, and Eric Jennings. Those 4 are the reason why my Stars are sitting at home watching the playoffs right now.
Do you have a call today?
Yeah, I'm going to call it Talk Juicy. Talk Juicy why? Let's look at it here. Let's look at you here. You want to copy us. Why? You think you're fashion. Why? What's wrong with this? Sports, if you want fashion and sports to be intertwined, then give me a design what you think would be a perfect jersey design. For us 3, personally. I can see Anthony personally with the black and gold. I can see Ian personally with the red and white. And then I can see myself with, of course, victory green and black. So, here's why. Talk Juicy, why? Talk sports fashion, please! Not other juicy stuff. Talk sports, please.
Too.
And who are you? Who are you? I have no idea. Talk sports, please. Make it more interesting.
Have you seen Talk Juicy yet?
I've seen a little
You've watched it?
bit.
How much?
Oh,
I watched a whole episode.
How was it?
So.
Okay.
I mean,
2
I
nice
can't
gals
put-
right there, man.
I can't put it with.
Sure, it's a great show.
I can't put it with his. History now. Is
That's
better.
a big surprise. This guy's never
well, I
tooted
got
his
my
own horn.
podcast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's what you look at. Well, I'll look at it like this. It might be better than Orion now. It might be better than Orion now.
Maybe.
It might be
All right.
because you look. That host of theirs is just
Steve Barrett.
Chris Barnett.
Oh, whoops, wrong name. Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today's show. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I know we sure did. Take care, and we'll see you next week.